Welcome back to Mad Horse Barbecue. My name is Brian, and in today's video, we're going to go over how I clean the inside of this pellet grill after every single cook. I've had 3, 4, 5, I believe it's 5 or 6 different pellet grills, and the maintenance I do on them is all the same. The inside, the way I clean the inside is all the same. I do it after every cook for the most part. Maybe there's a cook that's just like a half hour, 45-minute long cook that I won't do it. But most of the time, probably 9.9 out of 10 times, I'm cleaning this out, after each use. So let me bring you in and kind of just show you step by step on how I do that. All right, the grill we're working with today is my Pits and Spits Maverick 1250. I just last weekend cooked 2 butts on here, ran it at 275 for 8 hours. So this is how I left it. I pretty much just let it cool down, put it in the back, and then, before my next use, which is either going to be today or tomorrow, I clean this thing out. But you can see I had my smoke tube in there. I'm just going to kind of get rid of that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start taking this thing apart. All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and take my shop vac, and I'm going to vacuum off this grease pan or grease tray. Now that I'm done with that, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I have a plastic scraper here. I keep on meaning to get a metal one, but I just haven't. This one works plenty good. And one thing I like to do is just take the scraper and kind of just scrape off any of the gunk from the cook before. Typically I do this right on my trash can, but my trash can's outside and it is legitimately 20 below zero today here in Southwest Minnesota. So I have a garage heater. I'd rather just do it in here. One tip for this too is if you do this and this is still relatively warm, it scrapes a lot easier. I didn't, so. And then when I got it scraped how I want it, I'm just going to turn the vacuum back on and suck it all up. That's going to be good for me, so now the next step would be to take the drip pan out. And then we got my heat shield here. Pull that out. And now you can kind of see all the leftover, dust from the pellets. This is pretty normal. It doesn't really ever get in your food, and I vacuum mine out after every cook. One of the pellet grills I used to have, I was having issues with it holding temp, and the line that they gave me was, you're supposed to run like 400 pounds of pellets in your pellet grill before you clean it out. That definitely wasn't Pits and Spits. I'm having an issue with this Pits and Spits. But having as many pellet grills as I've had, and then using friends that are other brands, that's kind of BS in my opinion. I like cleaning this out every time. That's just me. So next step would be turn the vacuum back on and suck all the dust out. But that is pretty much going to be it for me. You can see I did vacuum out the inside of that burn pot. I do it every time. Sometimes I'll take a little handful of pellets and drop them in there before I start it up. But I've done it both ways. It works, fine. I think if I'm going to start it when it's super cold, I'll probably put some pellets in there just to kind of have it pre-primed, one could say. So now this is pretty much as clean as I get it in between cooks. Every once in a while I'll take some tin foil and I'll go on the inside of the grill and kind of just scrape it out a little bit, but I do not do that every cook. So now if I was going to fire this thing up, I'd put it right back together. First thing would be the heat shield. And you can see the Pits and Spits one, it slides back and forth because I do have the trapdoor drip pan, and that's why it was designed like that. And you just got to kind of play with your grill. Mine, I've cooked on it so much, you can kind of see there's like a notch, like a line going horizontal that is permanently in that grill there and there, so I know right where I need to stop mine. Because I can tell you when I'm cooking on mine and it's dialed in, I don't ever pay attention to I don't ever really pay attention to temperatures within the first 45 minutes or an hour of using this cooker, just because it's such a big cooker and it's got such thick steel to heat up that I kind of just let it do its thing. But when it's dialed in, I'm talking plus or minus 1 to 3 degrees from left to right, so it really is impressive. And then I would put my heat shield, or my drip pan back in, sorry. And this one too, when you do it, there's no set spot. You can slide it back and forth. There is a little bit of left and right play in it. I just like pushing it all the way left, and then I kind of just feel with my fingers in there to see where's, you know, even, and I try to get the gap even in the front as I do in the back. And then last but not least would be the nice expanded metal grill grates. The bottom one, little top one in. Well, I'm usually never cooking with the top one in all that much because I don't have that much food to cook a lot. I mean, I do, but I can usually fit it all in the bottom rack. This is one of my, you know, one of the coolest features to me on this Pits and Spits is that the fact that, you know, it kind of slides out and you can spray your meat or season it up more. So I find that pretty cool. But now, if I were to fire this thing up, I'd be ready to go. I'd plug it in, turn it on, wait for the smoke to kind of clear out of the chamber, shut it down, let it come up to temp. So, and that is going to be about it. One thing I will add, some people do cover that drip pan in foil. I used to. I haven't covered that thing in foil probably in about 3 months now. No really rhyme or reason. It was just, there's just times when I was putting foil on there and it was a little windy out and it got crooked, and I'm a little OCD, so if it was on there crooked, I kind of started over. And there's really no reason to do it except for, you know, me being a little OCD, I guess. But, you know, follow these little steps. You know, it takes under 5 minutes. I've never had a fire in this Pits and Spits Maverick. I've never had a fire in my Rectex. You know, I have the Rectech Mini now. I used to have the RT680, and I do the same exact thing to those grills as well. So, you know, just a little bit of care and attention between cooks can, you know, help you out in the long run. So now besides that, I hope this video was helpful. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, hit that notification bell. I put videos out every Friday at 5 a.m. Central Time, and I've got a pretty good streak of doing that, so hopefully I can continue on that streak. But, yeah, you know, no more football on Sundays, so you might as well tune into Mad Horse Barbecue and, you know, watch what he put up on Friday. So, besides that, I got nothing else. You guys and girls, have a great day. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.